Peace, and welcome to the channel. Here we deal with mental health, physical health, and environmental health. The goal for this channel is to improve every aspect of your mindset in terms of your attitude, community, and those that think like you. If you find any of those things to be interesting, go ahead and stick around. With no further ado, enjoy the video. Today is Valentine's Day, and everyone, you could refer to it as Love Day, and I like to think it of as Self-Love Day, and you could kind of reflect or share your self-love with another person. They can feel that love as well. What are your thoughts on self-love? What does that look like for you?
Oh my goodness, it's the most important thing, because without self-love, you can't love another individual. It's not possible. So I am very spiritual, and I do have a relationship with God. I feel like that is number one. You need to have a relationship with God, and but number two, you need to love yourself. You need to love yourself, get to know yourself, because you can't get to know someone else if you don't know anything about yourself. So self-love is extremely important. I have self-care Sundays, where I do my facials, my pedicures, my bubble bath, and tea time. So I think self-love is really important. Yeah, you have to get to know yourself and love on yourself first.
I like that, especially the facials part, because I'm working on getting my skin together consistently. So I need all the tips, the beauty care tips and everything. So,
ain't nothing wrong with
that. Look, I fully embrace it. I get from time to time I get a manicure or pedicure.
That's good.
I feel good after. I'm just like, man, I got somebody rubbing my feet. That's really where I go. So at this time in your life, what are your greatest concerns? What occupies your mind the most?
My greatest concerns in this time of my life, I would say, would be my relationship with God. My mental health is so important to me, because as everyone knows, if you're not mentally there, then you can't do anything physically. You can't be spiritually connected. You can't, there's so many things that you can't do if you're not taking care of your mental health. So that's pretty important to me. My family is extremely important to me. And my goals, of course, I'm knocking stuff out left and right. So yeah.
I know that feeling. That feels amazing, especially sometimes I get anxious and I'm just like, I got this to do, I got that to do. And the crazy thing is I have a planner, but I don't look at it. So it's like, God, why do you have this plan if you're not gonna look at it? So
right,
a real chaotic. It's a chaotic time.
Yeah, this is my planner, but I'm just jotting notes down in it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I got to get better with that for sure. So we're talking about mental health, of course, and we often hear, well, I often hear, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do, hear a lot of negative sides of mental health or negative ideas about it, and there surely are some positive parts of it. Can you share a few positive experiences in your life?
Oh, sure. I guess I would say, if I didn't go through what I went through as a child or in my teens, and learned that I had a mental illness or was diagnosed, I wouldn't be where I am now. So I wouldn't have the coping skills. I wouldn't have the tools. I wouldn't know to reach out to a therapist. I wouldn't know to journal. So it is like an awakening. When I have manic episodes, because I'm bipolar, I have either like high manic episodes or low depressive episodes. And when I'm manic, one thing I like when I'm manic, I keep myself up really good. Like I'm more creative. I'm more in touch with my creativity. I think really fast. I can get a lot of things done. Of course, these are all signs of, a manic episode. It lets you know that, you may need to get your medication tweaked or something like that. But I think these can be positive things too, that you can use. My energy is like way up there. And when I'm manic, I can work out. I can get things done. So you can use those things to your advantage. But there is after being high for so long, you get low. So it is scary. But I think there's a lot of positive things that come out of it.
That's one thing I wanted to highlight is the enhancement of creativity. I have a few friends that will consider themselves to have a mental illness, but recently I've heard a lot of people say it's my superpower, including yourself. You consider it to be your superpower, which means like you could take the situation and not even look so negatively about it. You could use it to your benefit. So it's kind of like a tool in a way. You know, you may have two extremes to it, but you're using it to your benefit. So if you're while you're taking medication regularly, how does it affect that high or that low?
It definitely suppresses it. If you feel like you have a superpower, that medication will kind of put you back in your place. Right. So it definitely suppresses it.
That's I don't know. I think that's I've just been wrestling with that for quite some time, just thinking about, because I have a couple family members. I'm not too sure what's going on with. I have a few other family members too, and we're just not sure because they didn't get screened or anything. But I've always heard just negative comments about it, and it's definitely you can manage it as well. But I was always curious as to, do people like kind of embrace it, or are they just running from it in a way? So is that something that you consider to be part of your identity, or does it help you to be you, or do you think it's kind of like something separate?
It's a part of me. I years ago I was one to kind of hide it. I think as I got older, I accepted myself. I accepted my mental illness. I mean, and I embrace it. I don't think it's nothing to hide. There are millions of people out there that are suffering with mental illness that don't even know it. Right. They don't even know it. They're having outbursts and just doing things and they don't understand. So I think it's a gift and a curse. Right. It is. I feel like I'm blessed to have been diagnosed at such a young age, so that now at 32 years old, I know when I'm going into a manic episode, or I know when I'm getting depressed. I'll be able to determine that, and I'll be able to, use my coping skills or tools that my therapist has given me.
And before I get into this next question, what are some of those coping skills your therapist has given you?
So for me, I like to write, meditating, doing some kind of exercise, stretching, yoga, going on a walk. I think the best thing when it comes to like exercising is to start off with something small. Don't say, I'm going to run 10 miles today. Yeah. That's kind of pushing it. So I think first, like starting yourself with just saying, hey, I'm gonna get out and look at nature, go for a walk, and before you know it, that's exercise. You're sweating and you're working out, getting those endorphins released.
Well, since you mentioned exercise, what has been your experience with exercise? Is that something you've always been into? Or is it kind of just something you use as like a tool, part of your life?
So I'll tell you this, if you can't tell, I have a little chubby face. If you've looked at my pictures on social media, I'm used to being 115 or 120. Right now, I'm at least 160 pounds. During this pandemic, I have picked up so much weight, and I have tried to go into the gym, but it is harder for me right now. Mm-hmm. So every now and then I'll turn on the TV. I'll put on like a workout video and follow along with it. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, I like to go to the trail and go hiking. Right now it's snowing.
It's snowing there too?
It's snowing.
Wow. I think it's snowing all across the United States, because
I know.
I thought it was just the Midwest, but it's pretty much everywhere. It's New York. It's part of my life just because I like how it makes me feel. And if it's a little mood booster or something I just need, like if I'm just stressed out, I engage in it a little bit. But this pandemic has made it a lot worse. Like, and I used to track my steps, and I'm getting like 1,000 steps a day. I'm like, that's a problem. That's a problem. I'm just like, hold on, I need to, make a couple changes on this.
Right.
So you mentioned family being important to you, something that you hold close to your heart. How have your relationships with people, whether it be family or or friends, how have your relationships been influenced by your mental health superpower?
Okay. Okay, so I can give you a list, but I'm just gonna kind of narrow it down. My friends and family, whenever I am going through a manic episode, I have attacked most of them, physically or verbally. I have, and I have lost friends. I haven't lost a job or anything due to it. But I've had fallouts with family members and friends that I haven't talked to in years. I have like fought family members. So it has had a huge impact on my relationship with friends and family members.
If you've enjoyed the content thus far, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Definitely smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. Help me reach my goal, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Once again, we out of here. Peace.